Welcome everyone. Today I'm here to talk about education scholarships in the United States of America. For those who do not know my background, I've been a scholarship blogger for over 13-14 years so far. I started blogging about scholarships. Myself, I came to America through scholarships, and it has been part of my life. And you have managed to publish 3 books I will go and mention later. But today I want to talk about specifically the United States scholarships. And in other video, I will come to talk about scholarships in other countries. But here, I'm representing the United States scholarships, which are available for international students, because especially after the green card lottery, people have been asking so many questions, want to know what does it take to go to apply for scholarships, because I've been saying that there are other ways of reaching your dreams, and one is through education, or rather I can simply say through scholarships. And what is the best way of getting your education than someone paying for you without incurring any kind of cost for tuition, fees and everything? So today it's your lucky day to understand. And what will be the benefit of this video? There are people you'll know for sure that maybe scholarships are not for me. These opportunities, I don't have these qualifications. So you can get out of your imaginary land that, okay, I'm getting this scholarship this year, maybe next year. So you have to know the truth. You have to know the reality. That will be number one benefit. The other benefit is for those who have qualifications. Now they know for sure these are the ways on how you can be able to apply, and these are the ways how you can be able to get these scholarships. So that will be another advantage. And then there are those people, they have been applying for these scholarships, but they haven't got these scholarships. Why? Simple. Because they didn't meet all requirements. They don't want to follow all the rules and regulations. And I'll be talking about you need to take these kind of examinations. But if you don't take those examinations, even if you have all A's in your certificates, it doesn't matter. There is no sympathy in this kind of competition. So you must meet the qualifications. You must take the prerequisites, whatever all the examinations are required, you have to take them. I'll go in detail in this video to explain what are specific requirements for someone to come to study in the United States of America. And this video will be at least 1 to 2 or 3 parts, because I will talk about the bachelor degree, master's degree, PhD, so it will be some sort of a little bit 2 to 3 videos, I believe. So welcome everyone. This is Ernest Boniface Makulo EBM, and I welcome you to my EBM Scholars YouTube channel, to the EBM Scholars family. In case you are coming here for the first time, you are in the right place. And what I need from you is your subscription. Subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you can be able to receive the notification when I'm sent, after clicking the notification bell, so that you can get all the notification once I post these videos. That helps the channel to grow. That gives me more energy so that you can be all in the same page. So let me start. Okay. I came to the United States back in 2008. I came under one scholarship, and that scholarship was about $40,000 US. The scholarship was to come to America to teach Swahili language and African culture at Marshall University in Huntington, West Virginia. It was a Fulbright scholarship, 1-year assignment, 2 semesters if I can be specific. So what you need to do, I applied, I got it. So they paid for the flight ticket, they paid for my visa, and then they paid for insurance, and they paid for my cost of living. So that was the scholarship I got. Later I got another scholarship. When I finished my assignment, I decided to go for master's studies. I got 2 scholarships. One was $36,000 US. That was to cover the cost of tuition. That was Joan B. Kroc scholarship, and I was going to pursue, I was pursuing masters in peace and justice studies at the University of San Diego in the great state of California. So that was his tuition and fees. What about the cost of living? I got another scholarship, is called Rotary Ambassadorial Scholarship, provided by the Rotary International. That was $24,000 US. It means I was given $2,000 US for cost of living, for apartment, and also for food. So that is how it is. So when I'm talking about scholarships here, I'm not talking about what people are calling, oh, when you have opportunity to work in America, that is a scholarship. No, that is not a scholarship. That is a part of the immigration law where international students are allowed to work 20 hours per week during the school time. So I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about the university is going to pay you or you are going to give in like 50% of scholarships or 70% of scholarships. I'm talking about 100%. And for those who do not know, when I'm talking scholarship, I mean someone or institution is paying for your cost of living, tuition and fees 100%. There will be very few scholarships can be able to pay for your visa, can be able to pay for your flight ticket. But 99% of all scholarships, visa and the flight ticket are yours. That is your cost. So they cover once you are arriving at the school. That is when everything starts. But one of my scholarship, or two of my scholarship I got, they covered also my flight ticket. So it depends on the scholarship to scholarship. So that is something you need to understand up front in order to understand what does that mean when you are saying you are going to apply for scholarships. So there are other terminologies you need to know. These terminologies, I'll be using them interchangeably. So sometimes you can find the terminology scholarship, sometimes you can find the terminology fellowship. These terminologies, no matter whether you use scholarship or fellowship, in the end they give you the money you are not paying back. Your job is just to study. But in the United specific, especially for masters and the PhD, there is something else we call assistantship. Assistantship is something which is most common in other countries, but it's called a different thing. It's called a tutorial assistants. Or people in Tanzania, while I was at the University of Dar es Salaam, we used to call these seminar leaders. Are the people they are retained by the department because of their academic performance, and those people who are retained by the departments are supposed to pursue masters in the same department. The department is telling them not to pay for school fees and is giving them the stipend to survive. What they're supposed to do is to support into research, supporting the department into being supervisors of the seminars or whatever those undergraduate seminars. So that's something we do in developing countries or other countries around the world. So in the US, what they do is you are given certain assignments in the department, or a certain professor, you can be assisting a certain professor on a certain particular job. So that we call assistantship. So you are going to assist certain kind of duties 20 hours per week, and what is going to do, they will pay for your tuition and fees as well. They are going to give you the cost of living, those kind of the living expenses they are going to cover for you. So they might tell you, we'll give you maybe 1,500 per month. In addition to that, we are going to pay for your fees, insurance and other things. So those are things you need to know when we are using these terminologies. So in the US will be mostly about assistantship, but also will be talking about sometimes the scholarship. What I got while I was studying in the US was not assistantship on my case. I got assistantship. I got a scholarship. I didn't get assistantship because when I came as a Fulbright, it was a full scholarship. It was to teach. There was no studying. There was nothing. When I went to pursue my master's at the University of San Diego, I got something else. They paid for my tuition and fees, and then they paid for cost of living or the stipend and everything. But I was not required to work in order to get that someone to pay for my school tuition and fees. So I was having a full scholarship 100%. There are some people still you are supposed to work, but there is no problem. But still, that is, we can sometimes refer it as assistantship or scholarship depending on how you want to define in this particular video. So, because I've been doing, myself, I'm the very good beneficiary of scholarships. I applied for PhD. I got to PhD like 3 universities one time. And one time I got to 1 university and the scholarship, but I didn't go. So I know a lot about the scholarship because myself, I went through all the steps and the procedures in order to get these scholarships. And to make the matter in a very precise way, I have published 3 books about scholarships. And I'm going to put it 4th one, I do not know when, but probably beginning of next year. So the first book I made is this one, is called Udhamini Ughaibuni. This is a Swahili book for those who speak Swahili. This one is just talking about scholarships. What are the steps Ughaibuni is overseas, how you can be able to do that. Then I made this one, 2 memoirs of the scholarship guy. So this is kind of like my personal story, how I applied for these universities. So this is one. It talks about Europe, it talks about America, it talks about everywhere. But this one is the most latest one, my 11th book, because I've published 11th book. So this is number 11, and this is PhD scholarships for Africans in the United States. But even if you are not African, the same procedures, if you're from Asia, you will follow the same steps and procedures to go through to be doing that way. So part of this book is on this one. But then this one, in addition to explain the procedures, how to apply and do everything, then it has the specifics. These are the names of the scholarships. So I can give you, for instance, scholarships, PhD scholarships or assistantships in mathematics. I'll put all universities in America with 100% assistantships for mathematics, biology. So all the programs, they are also mentioned here, and the university, there are links and everything which you can be able to do. This book, I'm going to put the link below. This one is free of charge. You can be able to download this book for free. So don't worry about that one. This one, I haven't put it. It is free for people who are in Tanzania. There is one app of the phone, but I do not know if you are in other countries, you'll be able to access. It's not my app. Someone also owns the app. But these books are on Amazon if you want to get them on Amazon. But I'm going to see if I can find a way on how I can put these to be on the free downloads website. You can be able to get like how I put it on this one. So that is just like for me introduction to understand what I'm talking about. These scholarships, I'm not just talking from vacuum because I read on the blog, someone's blog. No, it's because I'm talking things which I know, things which I've been doing for over 14 years, helping, guiding people on how to apply, get a scholarship, but also how I guided myself to go through this kind of channel until I get scholarships. So these are the most important things you need to understand about scholarships. So before I go further, I wanted to start with one of the quotation which I put on this book, which I say on chapter 2. It says, not a therapy session. That means scholarship application is not a therapy session. Don't express your poverty and personal problems seeking sympathy and mercy. So we have a very big problem. This is my quotation I put when I was making this book. We have a very big problem from many applicants from developing countries, thinking that in order to get a scholarship, you have to express how poor you are. And the most important is just it has become a norm because we are getting confused because of when it comes to most of the developing countries, they have what we call loan bonds. So that means they give student loans to students to go to school. And those student loans in developing countries, many countries I've seen, they are looking more, apart from your grades, but they are looking how poor you are to get financial support, to get that kind of loan. I know like in countries like Tanzania, for instance, if you went to international school, you will not be given the loan because the belief is your parents are well off enough to be able to give for school fees for your university, because if they took you to international school. So people have to express, they have used it to express the poverty as the sense of getting something. This doesn't apply into the capitalist competitive mindset. It doesn't work that way. So don't come with the mindset of someone is be looking for the sorry, sympathy, mercy, things of that nature. No, we are not going to do that way, because once you apply for scholarship, you are exposing yourself to the global competition. You are going yourself to what I call is the jungle, where you will be having opportunity to choose whether to be just a very small tiny animal like a gazelle, or you want to be a lion into big 5 top animals of the jungle. The choice is yours. So don't come here and telling me, you know, my father died in the year 1990, now I'm orphan. The question is, how old are you? You are telling me you are 31. So you are telling me you are 31 years old and you are orphan. Last time I checked, there is no orphan who is 31 years old. Orphan is someone who needs support under the age of 18. You are still a child. You have a wife, you have other dependents, and you are telling me like, okay, you know, I'm orphan, whatever, so get me scholarship. No, we are not doing that way. So that's why you can see even the daughter of Barack Obama has a scholarship. It's not because it was poor, it's because has what it takes to get a scholarship. There are requirements. You see, the son of Snoop Dogg is having scholarship. The son of Master P, the son of rich people, they get scholarships not because that they don't have money or they express they are poor. No, because the scholarships, they are saying this way. These are requirements. Number one, we want someone with this kind of GPA. So it doesn't matter whether you are rich, whether you are poor. All people are equal before the examination. All people are equal before the academics. So these are the requirements. This is the GPA. Do you have the GPA? Yes. Put it there. Another thing, we want someone who has taken these kind of exams. I'll talk about these exams. TOEFL, GRE, whatever, we'll talk in detail about those one. Boom, boom, boom. Have you taken? Yes. What are the results? This one. Apart from that, we want you to write a statement of purpose. I will explain what does that mean. Put the statement of purpose there. Boom, we finished. Then you go. We want someone to have a statement, to have a recommendation letter, 3 letters. If you put it 2, you are out. Your application is incomplete. Put it there. They say we want for you to write a writing sample. Put your writing sample. We want you to submit, for instance, I'm giving an example, a resume or CV, you call it. Put it there, and it has to be a very competitive resume, not those expressing about your personal problem, about your tribe, about your place of birth, about your religion, as if we are looking for a priest here, we are looking for a sheikh. No, we are looking for people to become academia. We are going to give people scholarships basing on that, or those kind of things. It's not about I'm single, I'm born again Christian. We don't care about that. We are not looking for someone to become a nun here. So those are the things you need to understand. So there are those kind of things you need to have, so that when they are going to do the admission process, the first step, they don't care about your story, what you have written into the statement of purpose. What they do is, okay, this person has a complete application, so it will put there. Because you applied online, so these applications are incomplete. So you either get automatic notification, submit the final documentation, or it's over. So don't think that, oh, when I say these are the requirements you need to have, like GRE, oh, what if I don't have GRE, but I live in Africa, my village doesn't have electricity? So what? You don't have? Yes, continue to be in Africa. We're taking someone from China who has taken this examination. There are so many people around the world that are looking for these scholarships. So you are not the only one who's looking, and no one cares about that. So those are the things I want to make sure we are on the same base when I'm going to this series of scholarships. So don't come to me that I cannot do this exam because they're expensive. Yes, they're expensive. If you think they're expensive, don't do and continue through your life. There is no like requirement you must do them, but if you don't do them, you don't get the scholarships. There are some people that come there, oh, these people in America or Europe are so racist, or they are so mean, they don't have to go to their country. That's why they put these examinations. Define whatever you want to define. But even if I'll be myself, I cannot give you, for instance, my scholarship for masters was 36,000 for tuition and fees, then 24,000 for living or stipend. So I was given 60,000 US dollar. So someone is giving me 60,000 US dollar. If I convert in Tanzanian shillings, that you are talking about 120 million. If you put in Ugandan shillings, you are talking something else. You put in Malagasy, the Malagasy money is more than that. So it's not easy. Someone just to grant you 60,000 US dollar just from the vacuum. Who are you? You have to meet the competition. You must be better than many people who applied. So don't bring that, oh, you know, these people, they don't want gazelle, they don't want this hyena in this jungle. They want lion, they want elephant, they want the big 5 animals like cheetah. That's what they want them here. So if you want something, go and get it. Don't come here with this kind of, oh, I'm looking for scholarships, I'm orphan. They are not going to do this one. This is not NGO. The scholarships are given by Harvard, they're given by these universities. It is a war. You have to go and compete. You must go in a very serious battle to go and be able to apply and get them. There are things I'll be talking down here about what will be the next steps. How do you need to prepare yourself if you are students? If you are students now at the university, even if you're in high school, even if you're in college, what do you need to prepare? That's why I usually tell people it is very easy to go to Harvard, because if you know what Harvard is looking for, you can prepare yourself. It's not about people in Harvard, they are not smart, but they know how to prepare their profile to be there. For instance, if you want to go there, first of all, you must have good grades. Many people have good grades, but you must have maybe you do assistantship. You do internships, you do, for instance, like volunteering, you have to write a resume in this way. So everything is just how you can put yourself in what Harvard they're looking for. Give them the story. They want this kind of story. Prepare yourself to be that person. Be the better person to meet those requirements. If Real Madrid is looking the best striker, the person who can be able to score 30 goals like Cristiano Ronaldo, your job is very easy. Score 30 goals like Cristiano Ronaldo, they'll want you. But don't say, oh, Real Madrid, they are so discriminatory for African players, they don't bring a striker. How many goals do you score in a calendar year? 5 goals. Stay in your country and play there at the small team. So those are the things you need to understand when we are talking about the scholarship. There is no sympathy. Those are the important things you need to know when we are talking about the scholarships, about ways to be able to do that. So this will be the first part of this particular series of the videos about how to get scholarships in America. I wanted to make it the base so that you can be on the same page, for you to understand what it takes, what does that mean for you to apply and get these scholarships. So when I go for the second party, I'm going boom, what does that mean now? We're in America, bachelor degree, master's degree, PhD, we know what we are talking about. We have gone through these fundamentals so that you can be able to understand. So thank you so much, and wait for the part 2 of this video about a series about how to get education scholarships in the great state of the United States of America. Thank you so much, everyone, and I want you, before you go, please subscribe to this particular YouTube channel. But even if you are not looking for scholarships, you can be able to share this kind of videos and my channel to other people who also can be able to benefit through ways of looking for scholarships and other opportunities around the world, but mostly in the United States of America. Thank you so much, everyone, and stay tuned for the part 2 of this video.